I've always been the one to say the first goodbye. Had to love and lose a
Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Today's video is going to be prepping for spring cleaning. I feel like spring cleaning is hard enough. It's so much work. If you can prep for it, it just makes it go a little smoother, a little bit easier. So I'm going to be sharing all my tips with you. So be sure and hit that subscribe button, and let's jump straight into today's video. So the whole point of these tips is to help you get prepared, because the last thing you want to be doing is overwhelmed when you're spring cleaning, because it's already overwhelming enough, right? So you want to go into spring cleaning with a clean home. You want to make sure your house is clean, it's decluttered. If you haven't done that yet, definitely start that now. That's why I like to start these videos sooner. So definitely just think about that when you're prepping for that clean. But I could never just go in and do a spring deep clean if my house is messy. So the day that I'm spring cleaning, my house looks spotless. It's not, because we have to tackle those deep areas, but then I can just focus on those spaces and not like daily chores like laundry and cleaning mirrors, wiping down cabinets, kind of stuff like that. Okay, so tip number one is laundry. Get caught up on that laundry. Laundry can be overwhelming if you're behind. You don't want to be focusing on the laundry room all day when you have these deep spaces to clean. Like during spring cleaning, I clean things that like I don't ever want to clean. And so I really only clean them once a year. So it's just kind of a lot of work, and so I don't want to keep being pulled away just to switch out laundry. Plus I want to keep my washer and dryer open if I need it for something that I am spring cleaning. So I know a lot of people like take down their curtains and wash them every year. I'll let you know that's not me. I do not enjoy doing that. But if you do, you want to have your washer and dryer ready to go for that. Or maybe you're going to clean your sectional or something like that. You don't want to be working on those daily tasks. You want to keep it open for the spring cleaning. So make sure you get caught up on that laundry.
had to get it wrong to know just what I like. Now I'm falling. You say my name like I have never heard before. I'm indecisive, but this time I know for sure.
When I'm doing a full laundry day, I like to go ahead and pull everything out and put it into that space. So if it's not a laundry day and I'm just doing my one load a day, I won't do that, but I definitely want to see everything I have. On this particular day, it was super snowy and icy. We were not going to be leaving for a few days, so it was a perfect day to play catch up, work on bedding, you know, all the items that are outside of our clothing that kind of make or create that laundry day when you have to get caught up on those things. So like I said, I like to just put a big pile in there so I can see what I'm working with.
I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home, 'cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home, 'cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling?
Now this was definitely an all-day process. I'm going to show you a few clips of me switching it over just so you can see like it took all day, and there was even a few times I thought I started the washer and I didn't, so I got a little bit behind and I had to finish it up the next morning. So you won't see everything complete, but I did get it done. I also wanted to mention, if you missed my last video, it was my favorite cleaning products and like must-have cleaning products. Definitely go back and check that out. All these videos will be helpful by the time you start your spring cleaning.
Whatever you want it, baby. It's you and my reflection. I'm afraid of all the things it could do to me. If I would've known it, baby, I would've stayed at home, 'cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home, 'cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I
two is make sure you have all your supplies and tools ready to go. So make sure you have all the cleaners you're gonna need. Make sure you have all the cleaning cloths you're gonna need. If you need paper towels or sponges. Also keep in mind, a lot of the tools we use now, you have to charge. So make sure they're charged and ready to go. The worst thing is like starting a project or a deep clean and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't have this cleaner and I needed it, or I wish I would have picked this up, or you go to grab a tool and it's dead. So this is your time to like prep. Even if you're 24 hours out, you have time to get those things charged. You have time to make a list and run to the store. You could even like Amazon it or whatever, but definitely go through your cabinets, go through all of that stuff, get things plugged in, so you have a plan and you can tackle it as soon as that spring cleaning day approaches.
My heart. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Ooh, we don't talk anymore like we used to do. I just heard you found the one you've been looking for. I wish I would have known that wasn't me. 'Cause even after all this time I still wonder.
So after I got my vacuums charging, everything else is pretty much charged, and I keep a lot of things just hanging on the charger. But I noticed the last time I was mopping, my like solution was getting low, and it really hurts my hand when I squeeze it if there's not a lot in there. Plus, if I'm doing like a big room or anything, I'm gonna run out. So that's what today's for. Instead of having to like start and stop all day long during spring cleaning, I want to know all those tools, mops, all the products and everything you use are ready to go, because stuff like this is just kind of tedious sometimes when you're cleaning and you don't want to have to just do that or get distracted from what you're doing. So just taking a day to work on all of it, even if this isn't for spring cleaning, this is something just really good to put into your schedule so you maintain all your products in one day, and it's not like every single day you're trying to refill something or clean something out or charge it. Just do it all one day and it makes cleaning smoother whether you're cleaning for spring cleaning or not.
But I'm just too afraid that I'll be wrong. Don't wanna know if you're looking into her eyes, if she's holding on to you so tight, the way I did before. I overdosed. Should've known your love was a game. Now I can't get you out of my brain. Oh, it's such a shame that we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Oh, we don't talk anymore like we used to do.
Now I'm gonna walk around and check for products that are like underneath sinks. So me personally, I like to keep all the cleaners in the space I'm gonna use them. It just helps me make cleaning easier and I'm more likely to do it. So I have all my like kitchen cleaners underneath my kitchen sink. I have all my bathroom cleaners underneath my bathroom sink, and like every bathroom has it. So I know that's not ideal for everybody. You can also just get a cleaning caddy. I did that years ago too, and that was nice. But just where I am now, it's just nice to have just a few products underneath there, and then when I need to clean real quickly, I can. So I noticed my Jaws cleaners were getting low, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them into the laundry room. You can tell that's like my hub, my cleaning hub. That's where I do a lot of my work and refilling and charging. So I'm gonna grab those refills and get those bottles full for cleaning. And also just one small tip, if you don't have refills but you need to get new products, maybe you're getting low on some of your cleaners, make a list so you can run to the store and get it that day or before you do cleaning. So like I said, if you don't have the refills at home, make sure you get them before the cleaning starts. This is also a really good time to declutter. So that's gonna be tip number 3. If you have these areas that are just like overflowing, maybe get in there, clear those out so when you're cleaning, you can do a deep clean. It may be your dining room table, it may be your kitchen countertops, it may be in a laundry room, places like that. Be sure and get those areas picked up so they're ready to go. I also mentioned this is a good time of year to declutter your closet. I just did this and I forgot to film it. I did it off camera. I got like a big itch one night and like rearranged. Me and Chase did a big declutter. This is the time of year I like to do it. And you don't have to focus on like summer and spring clothes because you're not there yet. This is a really good time to declutter your winter wardrobe. You know what you wore, you know what you didn't, you know what you kept passing up. Maybe it didn't fit right, maybe it didn't look right, maybe you didn't like the texture of it, maybe the sweater was itchy, or maybe you just didn't care for it for whatever reason it is. This is a good time because it's fresh on your memory. Now, I know for a lot of us, it's still gonna be cold a little bit longer, but if you haven't grabbed it in this point of winter yet, the chances are you're not going to. So you can either go ahead and throw those in a bag and donate it, or if you're worried, like, what if I do want it later or want it next year, pull it down, put it in a tub, throw it in a basement, an attic, and then if you don't ever want it, then you can go back through that tub later and donate it then. But this is a really good time to go through that winter wardrobe. Like I said, I completely forgot to film it in here when I did this, but I got so much out of here. Like, I was able to get rid of so many sweaters. The majority of them were black. It's not that I didn't like them. It's not that they didn't fit well. I just didn't gravitate towards them. So there's no reason for them to take up space, especially if I didn't wear them last winter. So it just feels so good that like our clothes have room to breathe again. I like when they have like gap in between. Okay, my fourth tip is make a list. So you've got to know when you're going into that day, what you're wanting to accomplish. And I'm gonna be sharing the things with you, you know, in my spring cleaning video that I like to clean, but yours may be different. Our houses are different, they function different for us, but definitely keep a list going of things you want to get clean that day. This is also really good to do throughout the year. Like when you're cleaning and you're like, I need to clean that area, but I don't want to today. Those are the areas you have to work on during spring cleaning. So if there's like, you know, a stain on the floor or like a stain on a curtain and you don't want to wash them, you need to spot clean it. You know, it's those weird things, cleaning inside of the windows, just different areas that you always put off. That's the time to get it done. So start making a list. So when you are spring cleaning and you are more motivated that day, I feel like that day you're more willing to do it because you know you're going to do it one day and then be done. And then you don't have to worry about it for a long time. So get that list going. If you haven't started it yet, while you're prepping to spring clean and you're like doing your daily chores, like getting your countertops clean, vacuuming, doing all of that stuff, if you notice something that needs a deeper clean, just add it to the list. And then you know it has to get done when you're doing that prepping for spring cleaning. Tip number 5 is make a schedule. So for a lot of people, this can't happen all one day. Either you work outside of the house, you're busy, you have kids, maybe you just don't have the energy to get all those things deep cleaned, because it's a lot when you're spring cleaning. So start scheduling it out. If it's just you do one chore every day, or maybe you're gonna go room by room. Maybe you're just gonna deep clean every space. Maybe you're like, I just need to start with a room. If it's a very overwhelming process, then I suggest doing just one room, put it down in your calendar. Monday, I'm gonna do this room. Tuesday, I'm gonna do that one. Whatever works best for you, or if you just like can take the day off, or you have an all day Saturday or Sunday off, just plan your day. Like I'm gonna wake up and before lunch, I'm gonna tackle this. And then after lunch, just make that schedule because it really does help motivate you. So it seems less overwhelming when you wake up that day and it's time to do all that cleaning.
Let the rhythm ride, you got you. Sneak inside, you set your mind to move to its pulsation, bass vibrations and sensation. Pause, it's not in place. Mind and body must be free to please.
Tip number 6 for me is get the bathrooms clean. So I like to do that on a whole separate day. For me, we have 5 bathrooms, so that's just a chore in itself. Like that's just a whole day's worth of cleaning. Now I will say there's only 3 full bathrooms and 2 halves, and Savannah does a lot of her own cleaning. Like I just go in hers once every couple months and do like a deep mom clean, but for the most part, I'm not touching that bathroom. But I do like to just get the bathrooms clean before you're doing the deep clean. Now, you may add that into your schedule, but for me, I'm gonna do most of my spring cleaning in one day. I don't wanna have to touch the bathrooms. Like those are always so much work. You're already so tired. If I am in those spaces, it may be like cleaning the lights, or if there's like spider webs in the, in the ceiling. I don't wanna have to be worrying about just like cleaning the toilet and mopping the floor. So get all of that done early. And that's why I like to suggest just doing this 1 or 2 days before, maybe 3. But if you do it too early, then by the time you go to spring clean, it's already back dirty again. So just keep that in mind.
Nothing to lose, everything to win. Let it control you, hold you, not the older. New, touch it, taste it, free.
Spring cleaning, it can mean so many different things, and it's just what you're needing it for. So I have like my, daily cleaning, weekly cleaning. Not that it's like set, I don't have the schedule written down, but then occasionally I'll do like a deep cleaning. But then to me, spring cleaning is things I'm literally doing once, or if I'm lucky, twice a year. So I'll do deep cleanings throughout the year, deep clean these bathrooms. So when it comes to spring cleaning, I'm not really meaning I'm needing to do like a deep dive in my bathroom. I may need to clean like behind things or move things out. But for the most part, when I'm saying spring cleaning, it's like, behind refrigerators and things I have to like remove from the wall, like really hard stuff that you don't want to do often. For you, it may look different. It may just be like, I need to deep clean our bedroom. I need to go in and dust and put clean sheets on. So whatever it is, do that. I'm just kind of sharing you the process of how I do it to maintain our house.
Judgment, I know I have good taste. It's funny and it's ironic that only I feel that way. I promise them that you're different, and everyone makes mistakes, but just don't. I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy. Whatever devil's inside you, don't let him out tonight. I tell them it's just your culture, and everyone rolls their eyes. Yeah, I know. All I'm asking, baby, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when
And the last tip is to get your sheets clean and get them put on all the beds. When you're done cleaning, if you're like me, I like to take a full shower and relax and then just like kick my feet up, and I love to get into clean sheets. This is also a really good time to switch out your sheets. So if you have like winter bedding versus like summer bedding, this probably is the time of year you can switch it out. So we've had linen sheets on our bed and they have been fabulous. I'm gonna miss them, but what I will say is they are a little warm. So as it starts to warm up here, I definitely want to switch back over to just like our cotton sheets. They're just a lot cooler, they're a lot silkier. So I like to pull those out. I'm gonna go ahead and get those washed because they've been in the closet all winter. Not that they're not clean, but they just don't smell clean. So I'm gonna get those freshened up. You can either put them on your bed during your prepping for spring cleaning, or you can wait and do it the day you're deep cleaning. But if it's like me, like I have a duvet cover, I wash everything every time. I'm gonna get mine done the day before or 2 days before, and then it's still clean, but I'm not having to like do the whole making the bed when I'm exhausted and I've been cleaning other areas. So for me, I like to get that done during prepping time.
Just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me like the others are. Please, please, please. I had a fun idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside. I know you're craving some fresh air, but the ceiling fan is so nice. And we could live so happily if no one knows that you're with me. I'm just kidding, but really, 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 please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Don't prove I'm right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me like the others are. Please, please, please. If you wanna go and be stupid, don't do it in front of me. If you don't wanna cry to my music, don't make me hate you prolifically. Please, 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 please,
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope these tips were helpful for you. Definitely don't like overcomplicate it. Just keep it simple, keep it easy, just kind of prep so you're ready to go for that day. But I really do appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when I post that spring cleaning video, if you want to check it out. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week and I will see you in the next one. Bye.